Hey everybody, I am Hans Ray. I've been a professional mountain biker for over 30 years. I'm a former trials biking world champion, and I was there when the whole freeriding thing started. Nowadays I've been doing a lot of adventure trips all over the world, and this right here is one of my favorite bikes, one of the bikes I take on my adventure trips, but also for everyday rides. It's a GT Carbon Force. It's a full suspension mountain bike with 150 millimeters travel in the rear. It has a carbon front end and an aluminum rear end. I ride a size large frame. I'm kind of in between. I could also ride a medium, but the large fits me a little bit better, and it's a little bit faster, the bigger frames, So I feel really comfortable on that. I, of course, run a dropper post on my bike. This is the Crank Brothers Highline 170 millimeter dropper. I'm running the Shimano XT Di2. I really love the electronic shifting. It works really, really nice. I run Stance Arch carbon wheels on this bike. They're super lightweight, super efficient wheels with the Vittoria Martello tires. The Martello tires is one of my favorite tires, period. I run them on almost all of my bikes. I really like not just the tread pattern, but they come with this graphene compound, which is a super micro compound that gets mixed into the rubber. It makes the tires roll faster and even more grippy. There's 4 different rubbers in this tire, and it has the Enduro casing, which is a very strong casing, ultimate traction. And in the last few years, I've been actually riding flat pedals again, even on my adventure trips, because first of all, I like to ride technical trails and I feel more comfortable if I'm not clipped in. But also we do a lot of hiking on the adventures, and it's just more comfortable to have a comfortable shoe, better traction, a bit safer. Those are the Crank Brothers stamp in size small with the titanium spindle. The new shoes have such grippy soles. Like I'm riding the Adidas Terex Trailcross shoes, and they have the 510 rubber, the stealth rubber soles, and sometimes it's almost like being clipped in. I run a 160 fork in the front. It's a Fox 36. It has 160 millimeters of travel. Depending on what kind of trail I ride. If it's a rough trail, I ride the suspension a bit stiffer so I don't sink into every hole. But if it's a trail that has a lot of small little stutter bumps, then I open up my suspension all the way and have the softer setting here, because I can lock it out also on this dial here. I'm running a SQ Lab cockpit. Their handlebars stem, they're super nice grips. And of course the SQ Lab 611 saddle. Well, and as luck would have it, there's another classic downhill bike from GT Bicycle. This is Jose right here. He's a Spanish bike collector, and he has over 20 retro bikes, and this is just one of them, the GT Team RTS, and he built that identical to how the top of the line RTS was back in '93. It was one of the first production full suspension bikes that actually worked, and if you believe it or not, we used to race downhill on these bikes. And I mean, look at the travel. It has only 100 millimeters travel front and rear. Bike evolution has come a long way from the RTS all the way to the Force. So this is my Force, and I am Hans Ray.